Hi everyone, today I'm going to take you through one of the workouts in the 7-day EventFit Basics plan. I'm going to talk you through each exercise and ramble a bit about why I've chosen it, and I'm going to try to talk to you about the exercise I've chosen, the regression, so the modified, easier version, and the harder version. So burpees. The first thing about the burpees in this video is the burpees are this is a total body strength training movement. This is not about putting your ass to the grass and going as fast and as flat as you can. That's what we'll do when we do the high intensity interval training, where form gives a little bit. Here I really want you to think about your form. So I'm going to show you a modified version, a kind of midpoint version, and a progression. Okay, so I've got my little bit of paper because I always forget what we're supposed to do. So burpees. Easiest version. Hands on the floor. Step out, step out. Now this isn't good enough. Bums in the air. Shoulders are doing all sorts of crazy. So when you're in this position to sort yourself out, think about your shoulders squeezing together and your chest coming through your shoulders. Think about your butt coming down and squeezing it together, and then think about embracing that core and lifting the body up, not from the bum, but from the stomach. You should feel it now, you should start feeling the shake. Good, you're in the right place. Once you know you're in the right place, hold it for a few seconds. Step back in. That's your easiest version of burpee. Gets you out of breath. But the second version is with a little pop. So we're going to jump down, we're going to pop it back, we're going to do the same thing, set ourselves, pop it back in, stand up. A progression further, if you've got this nailed, or if you've done this program for a couple of weeks and you want to make it harder, same thing. Jump down, pop it out, press it down, press it up, jump it in, jump it up. Try and make sure that press is a press up and not a chicken wing. So you want your press, you want your elbows to stay next to your body. You don't want to be doing any of this malarkey. If you can't do it, leave it out. There's press ups in this program. Squat with a leg raise. Okay. This, I can't see you. I can't see if you can squat. What we're looking for with the squat, essentially, is weight in the heels. Bottom goes backwards, drive out with the knees. Okay, there are three things. So, bottom goes back, keep those knees out on the way up, weight in the heels. So at the bottom, you should be able to lift your toes off the floor. Okay, if you're really struggling with that, just do partials. Just do partial squats to where you feel like you're not losing it, because some people can't squat. Get a chair, try and reach for the chair, come back up. Right, assuming you've got the squat established, we're going to squat down, and on the lift, we're going to raise the leg. We're going to come down, raise the leg. Okay, we're going to do 15 each side, so that actually involves 30 squats. If it's too easy, you can get a barbell or some dumbbells. So if you've got dumbbells or a kettlebell or whatever, you can keep these by your sides, make it harder. You can put it overhead if you really wanted to. Obviously that's going to be really difficult. Next we have our superset. So a superset is when we do two exercises repeated one after each other. So we're going to do our row, immediately followed by a press. So I'm going to talk about each exercise for a little bit, and then I'm going to show you. So I've chosen here a single arm row. It's really important that we work our body front, back, side, side. And the single arm row allows you to focus on one side of the body at each time, recruits a little bit more core, makes you think about that cross rotation. So we want to work on the cross sling as much as we want to work front to back. So the single arm row I've chosen is bent over single arm row. And I've chosen it because the lower half is stationary and it's under isometric tension. So that's going to increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate just like horse riding, and the upper body's dynamic. Low to high means both hands are going to start at the bottom. One arm's going to come up, then the other arm. I'm going to show you a progression in a minute. The progression would be high to low. So you start high, then you press low. That's so. It's harder to hold the weight at the top than it is to hang it at the bottom. So there's some ideas for you for progression. So the press up, People always say to me, I do lots of pressing, I muck out, I push wheelbarrows, I lead horses around, and I don't need to do rows because I don't need to be strong in the back, I don't need to control the horse. This has nothing to do with being strong to control the horse. It's not about that. You're never going to be able to control the horse if we try to do it with strength. So we need to have strength and control of ourselves so that we can produce the correct aids for the horse. We spend most of our lives rounded. I'm rounded. This is one of my things. I'm trying to open up my back. I sit like hunched over the computer, hunched when I'm driving, hunched at work, hunched when writing, hunched all the time, apart from when I'm in the gym, and that 1 hour that you're in the gym isn't going to correct a whole lifestyle of being hunched. So if there's anything I would say, it's trying to be more mindful of yourself when you're riding, mindful of yourself when you're sitting, just mindful. And then it's really about like working the opposing muscle groups, what we're used to. So let me show you. So the single arm row. So you have the dumbbells. So what I want you to do is stand up straight. You want the palms facing the back of the room, and you want to have a slight bend in the knee, and then you want to hitch the hips backwards. So you should feel like a nice stretch up the back of the legs. And then low to high means you start with the hands low, and you want to make sure you're not dropping, so you want to make sure you've still got control of those legs, and then you're just going to lift one up, and the other up, so that's one. And one up, and one up. Make sure that core is nice and engaged. So the progression would be to start at the top, row down. It's a lot harder to isometrically hold these weights at the top, trust me. Okay, so we're going to do those, and then we're going to go straight into our press-ups. Now press-ups is something I'm not particularly great at, so here we go. I really want you to work on proper press-ups. Anybody, well not anybody, but most people can stick their arms out and out. What we really want is the elbows gliding past our body. So bring those hands in nice and close to the body. Let's show you on the knees first. This is the common thing I see. Okay, butt in the air, head comes down. This is working very little other than your head. To be honest, it hurts your neck, and it's probably the most common thing I see. So what I want to see is bring those legs back. Drop it so you can draw a line between your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. So you're straight, essentially, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to bring those hands back a little bit. And then I want you to think about your elbows literally going backwards. So they're going to go backwards, they're going to touch the floor, they're going to come back up. It is harder than the other version. That's why I want you to do it. So you can try doing full ones, but practice these. It's hard. Don't worry about what everyone else in the gym is thinking. Okay. So, full press up. It's so much harder than sticking your hands out. So practice those, do them properly. If it's too hard to do it like this, then yes, the regression is to come onto all fours and practice coming forward. So that you can still feel it like that. Then like this, then on your feet. I would always encourage you to try and do it on your feet. Every single time you hit the gym, try and do it on your feet. You can't do it from your face, never mind, go to your knees. If anyone is in the gym, or wherever you are working out, anybody that knows what they're doing will respect you for trying to do it properly. So try and do that. Okay, so we're going to do single arm row. We're going to do 12 rows on each arm, 12 press ups. If you can, again, if you can do 3, you do 3. If you can do 15, you do 15. You want to go to the last 3 feel tough. Leg lowers. Okay, this is an ab exercise. I love these, my favourite. I'm terrible at them. So you're going to lay on the floor. I like to just press my fingertips into the ground. So the most modified version of this would be to lift one leg up and down. To make it very slightly harder, lift the feet off the floor, but still only bring one up. That's quite hard. Oh, hips popping. Right. Next variation is both legs up. Both legs down. The down is hard. Concentrate on the down. Don't touch the floor. Come back up. Okay. And our final exercise, I'm going to do 3 sets of, I can't remember how many it was now, 12 of those, 10 I think I'll put it on video. And then the final exercise is these sideline glute raises. Do not be fooled. So what you want to do is try and get yourself into a straight line. It's difficult to know when you're in a straight line, but have a look down. You want the feet to be facing towards you. I like to hold my head on my arm and then just place fingertips. You want to rely on this hand, but you also don't want to come flying forwards. So you want to also work on the core, because your core is what's going to keep you in the straight line. What I don't want to see is you like lift your legs like this. So you lift your leg up and down, and at first you're going to think, oh yes, this is really easy, and then suddenly it's going to hurt. Okay, so if obviously the regression would be to just go partial, and the progression would be to go higher, and a further progression would be to grab your dumbbell and hold it on your leg. If you do have resistance bands at home, you could put them around your ankles and then lift your legs. You're going to do that on both sides. So that is strength training 1. So that should take you a fair bit of time to do, and this is a full session. It's a full strength training session that should work every single part of your body. So hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, let me know how you get on.